Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. My name is Drago, and welcome to my Dark Souls 3 Platinum Trophy Guide. So in today's episode, we're going to continue where we left off, and that means we're going to explore Undead Settlement. In the last episode, we explored Firelink, and we got a couple of rings, an additional Estus shard, and a couple more gestures. So today we're going to go ahead and continue on. As you guys remember, in episode 2, we got to Undead Settlement, got to a couple of Covenants, Warriors of Sunlight, and Mound Makers. So we unlocked those, and in today's episode we're going to explore that area a little bit further. We're going to try to get a couple of NPCs. There are 2 additional trainers there. There's going to be a Pyromancer and a Miracle Trainer as well. So there's all kinds of stuff for us to explore. And let's go ahead and proceed. I got the second bonfire unlocked at the moment. So we're just going to go ahead and take the same route we have before. And I'm kind of just going to bypass this area as quickly as I can. I've gotten all the items in the second video of this guide. So I really don't have to worry about getting much here because I don't think I missed anything. Definitely not going to mess around with this congregation on the side here. We'll just go ahead and proceed and try to get to the bonfire as quickly as possible because there's going to be an invasion there by an NPC. So let's just go ahead. I want to clear out the passage here a little bit. And this guy followed me all the way from the house. Okay, these little thrall slaves can be annoying because just of how quick they move. And if you wield in a heavy weapon, they can be a pain in the ass sometimes to fight, although it only takes a couple of swings to put them down. If you guys remember, I unlocked that Estus ring in the last episode. So now, whenever I drink Estus, it gives me more HP. So it might not be as useful to you later on, but it's pretty helpful early on in the game, just because you don't have a lot of flasks, you don't have a lot of health, so it has a lot more use early on. Later on, it's not going to be much of a problem once you level it up with bone shards and bone dust. So and watch out for these evangelists up top. That one keeps flinging that nasty miracle at me. It's actually a miracle, and you can use it on when you find it later on in game. For now, I'm just not going to fuck around too much. And this is the area. You can see below, I have a bonfire here. There is a crystal lizard there as well. But I want to go ahead and take out that evangelist that's sitting up top. There's another item up here. And that drop down attack is always awesome. These chicks are always easy to backstab as well. If you wear their hats, the giant in this area will not shoot javelins at you. So if you do farm for it, or if you do pick it up, you will not be attacked by the giant. And when I'm talking about the giant, you'll see what it is shortly here. It's an annoying NPC, basically a giant. A little bit reminiscent of Hawkeye Goth, but not nearly as cool. If you guys remember Dark Souls, if you play Dark Souls, then you definitely remember Hawkeye Goth. He was in the DLC Artorias of the Abyss. Oh yeah, first I want to go ahead and kill that crystal lizard. And should I go ahead and try to get this item? I probably should. Failed. Hopefully I can at least kill the crystal lizard. Yep. Got it. And that sucker will drop a sharp gem for you, which is what you'll be using to upgrade weapons to go via dex scaling. Let's try this again. Hopefully we'll fare better than the last time. And there we go. Rusted coin. Rusted coins are nice if you are trying to do some farming. They increase drop rates substantially. By that I mean they increase item discovery. So, this bonfire right here will lead us straight to the boss fight. And we can actually, if we wouldn't want to explore, there's actually, after the area up ahead, there's a boss fight room. So, but I want to go ahead and make sure that I get all the NPCs first, and we're going to hold off on fighting the boss for a little bit. Okay, and I should be getting invaded here. Oh, I forgot, I'm not in Amber form since I died in the last video. Let's go ahead and fix that. And there he goes. This is the same guy, Holy Knight Hadric. He is the same dude that invited us into the Mound Maker's Covenant. When you do fight him, be careful. He does have a tendency to parry, so he's no pushover. Oh, he's trying to heal. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Alright, he didn't give me too many problems this time. His AI seemed kind of bugged. And you can get a Vertebrae Shackle from him. That's the rank up item in the Mound Maker's Covenant. Okay, now moving on. This is the kind of a dangerous area over here. This is where the javelin giant is going to be shooting, and you can see he is. I don't know if you can see him right now. Yeah, you can. He's right at the top of the tower, and he will just be pelting this area with javelins. And one thing I have at my disadvantage right now, I have the sound all the way off, and usually you can hear the javelins coming, but I can't right now. And the way you dodge them is basically once you hear them kind of zooming in close to you, you just roll. That way you're able to kind of roll through the javelin shot. Unfortunately right now I do not have my headset on, and I do not have sound on, so a bit of a disadvantage here. So if I do get hit a bunch of times, please forgive me. And there you go. So at least I was able to pick up all the items in this area. Kind of happy about that. A couple more items in the graveyard. One of them is fairly important. Oof. And this guy he is relentless. And we will take a payback later on when we meet him. Oh, Cleric said. And this guy actually does a crap ton of damage. Almost got me, that fucker. Alright, so I got Mortician's Ashes, and that's an item you want to pick up in this area, because in order to free the Miracle Trainer, you need to hand in these ashes to the Shrine Handmaiden. So now I'm going to go ahead and make a break for this house here. Watch out though, there are some enemies in here. Okay, and we'll come back to this area because if you guys can see out of the doorway here, there's actually another item kind of stranded right now, and it's actually the bone dust. The first bone dust that we pick up here in the game, and I do want to pick it up, but first I'm going to open up a shortcut and pick up Great Scythe in the body here. This weapon, if you guys remember from Dark Souls 1, this is a really good weapon for a dex build. And if any of you guys have used it in Dark Souls, you just remember how devastating that thing was in PvE. This is the boss room area. Right there you can see the boss. It's just a giant fat tree stump, basically with legs. And I want to go ahead and open up the doorway here. And going back, since I don't have my headset on, I'm just going to go ahead and equip this Ring of Sacrifice, otherwise it's just going to be useless for anything else basically. But I got 9,000 souls right now, don't really want to waste that. Oh, it's a rather small amount, but I do want to use it to purchase the key here. So in case I die, I want to go ahead and keep my souls so I can level up and buy the key. This guy's still going to be shooting at me for a while. Now you just want to make the jump over here. Keep this relentless. And there you go. He did knock me off, but I had my Ring of Sacrifice on, so I did not lose any of my souls. And in addition to that, I was able to pick up the bone dust. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to Firelink Shrine. Did not lose any souls, although you do have to use Ember again, because you lose your humanity. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to Firelink Shrine for now. And I opened the gate too, so I got the shortcut open. But there's a whole bunch of stuff to do. This is actually one of the biggest areas in the game in terms of content. So there's a couple of NPCs, 3 different trainers. We've already met Yoel of Landor. Oh, also when you get to Firelink, make sure you talk to Greirat. You'll see that he is mourning the loss of Loretta, and you will get a curl-up gesture from him. And as you guys know, you need to make sure that you pick up all the gestures in this game. So, good luck with that. So far I got 3 Titanite shards. I'm going to go ahead and give Umbral Ash Mortician's Ashes. And now she's going to add some items to her stock. As you can see, there's a grave key to a door in Undead Settlement Sewer. Now, this is the key that we'll want to purchase. In addition to that, I'm also going to pick up some miracles and spells from her. For example, Heal 8. It's a very basic miracle. I think this is actually the first miracle you can get in terms of requirements. So only requires 8 faith. Basically just give you a very small boost to HP. Let's go ahead and pick it up since we need to learn all the sorceries, all the spells, all the miracles, pyromancies, whatever. Farron Dart sorcery and Soul Arrow sorcery. So we want to pick those up as well. Might as well do it now. So make sure we get all the stuff from her. She's not selling any rings yet, but she will be selling them a little bit later. And let's see if I got enough to level up here. I do. So let's put some points in endurance. And let's see if I have any consumables. I might as well get rid of all these fading souls. I don't know if this will be enough. I don't think it will be. Oh, it is. Never mind. So, and put some more points in Vigor. I want to get up to 2020 here. I am going Pyromancy route, so I'm going to be leveling up my Intelligence and Faith. But usually what I do is I'll start out, I will use a raw weapon, that way it eliminates the scaling. As you can see, I have a raw longsword +2. It actually does decent damage, but it does not have any scaling right now, and that's because first I always level up my vigor and endurance as a rule of thumb, unless I'm going for a specific like early game build. So usually I will just go ahead and level those up to 20, and then I will work on some of my attack stats, which in this case will be intelligence and faith. I will equally be relying on those. So let's go ahead and just teleport back. We are going all the way back to Undead Settlement Bonfire. And if you guys remember the bridge that we crossed in order to get to the Mound Maker's Covenant, that will be our next area of destination. Rubbish, Firebomb. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of Rubbish is in this game. So far I haven't seen much use out of it. One thing I kind of do want to do is get some Titanite shards so I can level up my weapon to +3. And raw longsword +3 will actually serve me for quite some time. Another weapon you can infuse for this purpose is Stor's Greatsword. It does not have very good scaling, but it's very good when it comes to raw damage output if you put a raw gem on it. So that's another one to keep in mind. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and head towards the bridge here. If you guys remember, the area where we joined the Mound Maker's Covenant with one of these giant undead Overwatchers, or I don't know exactly what their name is, but he teleports us to the Mound Maker's Covenant, but there's also a spot where you can cut the ring. Let's see here, I think there's another enemy here. Yep. Okay, eventually we'll be getting across this bridge. If you can see to right where I'm facing, there's a pyromancer trainer hanging out in a cage. So we'll be getting to him next. But first I want to go ahead and I want to cut the rope here and get this ring down so I can pick it up a little bit later. And this is a spot with all these Brawl Slave guys laying in ambush. Again, taking a lot of damage from these guys. Usually I try not to, but not working out right now. Okay, I got these guys down. I think I've already explored this area. There's nothing here of purpose. So what I want to do is climb up the staircase. Go ahead and jump down. I'm actually going to go ahead and have to kill this guy. Luckily I have enough stamina now to finish him off in one combo basically. And what I want to do is I want to get this cage down. And sometimes you can actually, if you shoot it down, you can get it to land directly on these rocks. Unfortunately, it did not happen here. As you can see, it landed right below us. So we gotta traverse this area without resting at the bonfire, because if you rest at the bonfire, it will actually reset the position of this ring, so we'll be on the body again, so you'll have to come back here and then cut it down. The reason why I'm so worried about getting this ring is because you need to get all the rings for Platinum Trophy, and I just want to go ahead and get this specific ring over with and pick it up here. Now, moving on out, we are going to cross the bridge on the side here. Now, be careful here. This area has some very annoying enemies. You got 3 firebomb hollows, basically tossing firebombs here. And as you can see, these barrels here are flammable. So that could go wrong for you here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to drop down to this area below. That was real fucking close. And these guys are still tossing firebombs at me. Pick up another shard here. And I really just want to get the fuck inside. Light the bonfire in case I die, which is entirely possible right about now. Okay, and from here we can access the rooftop with the Pyromancer trainer and also with these annoying ass firebomb guys. They keep getting to me before I hit them. It's kind of annoying. Usually I'm able to dodge them. Alright, and here we meet Cornyx of the Great Swamp. He's the Pyromancer trainer.
Are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornyx, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see. Now, but here we are.
And just go ahead, ask to learn pyromancy, and he will teleport straight to Firelink Shrine.
A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, the pleasure.
Alright, and 1 NPC unlocked, a few more to go. Now, we're going to jump down because we missed a few items in this area. There's also one of these undead guys. He almost had me here. Now I was able to pick up a great machete. This is actually a very decent strength weapon. Soul of Unknown Traveler, and there's a ring here as well. Fireclutch ring. This will give you more fire damage in exchange of lowering your defenses. So depending on whether or not you're using a fire weapon or using pyromancy, this could actually be a good ring choice for you early on in the game. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything else in this area. I don't think that I have, but I just want to be sure. Okay, I think that's about it. I do know there's only one ring here, and that's the one that I was just able to pick up. Okay, now I'm gonna make a run, or at least try to make a run past most of these enemies here, and get to the spot where I dropped the ring. This might be a little harder than it sounds. pick up an ember here. And I just want to draw out all these guys one by one. Oh yeah, there's a dog. I remember there being a dog here. And while I can't use the bow effectively, I can still use it to draw out some of these enemies. It works great, even if you don't have the stats to use it. It works great to get their attention. And man, this guy is really taking his time to get here. Oh, that worked out perfectly actually, because I don't want to deal with him at the moment. Okay, let's see if I can kill this dude as well. Alright, he was not fooled apparently. So that's okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and another close exchange here. I am not on top of my game right now. It is Sunday night and I did have a few beers and some glasses of wine, so I will just blame it on that. These dogs here. In the corner you'll find some alluring skulls and get bit by a dog a bunch of times. Good boy. Alright, so running kind of real low on Estus here. But that's okay. We made it to our destination. So let's just go ahead and pick up the Flame Stoneplate Ring. This is the area where the Miracle Trainer is hidden away. As you can see, you can't open the door, so we'll need to get there, go on a different route. Let's just go ahead and talk to Eygon of Carim.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, but now
and he is not a very pleasant individual to talk to, but he does assist you later on in the game if you free Irina of Carim. She's the merchant that's in the cell, and if you can keep her safe in Firelink as well. So let's just go ahead and open up the doorway here. This tower leads to a next area. So this boss is actually optional, but you do want to kill him, because if you do not kill this boss, you won't be able to forge boss weapon and get spells made out of boss souls. And look at that, we got an old friend here, or is it?
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegward of Carim. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up. And that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... well, that doesn't get me anywhere.
Alright, as you can see...
This lift, with a little warming up, I've got to... This lift, with a little warm... I've got to... This, with a little...
Looks like he is trying to get to wherever the giant is shooting the arrows from. So we'll be assisting him with that next. But for now, let's just go ahead and open up a connecting shortcut leading us to the bonfire that we unlocked earlier. And in order to do that, let's just go ahead and cross the bridge and descend into the sewer. And it sounds like fun, I know, but there will be some enemies here actually. Meet a few rats. Another staple of Souls games. Miyazaki sure loves his dogs and his rats. As I was talking about, of course, there's a dog that just randomly jumped out of the corner. Cestus. This is actually kind of a crappy weapon this time around. Not that it was particularly awesome. Ooh, I want to not get hit by these rats. I'm making good use of fire bombs. Rats are, while they won't give you too much trouble, and here I pick up a Bloodbite Ring, they won't give you too much trouble, but they do have kind of annoying attacks, and right now I am extremely low on health. I really don't want to deal with their nonsense, so they are weak to fire, just an FYI. And let's see if there's a ring in this area. I don't remember there being one, but never hurts to double check. I think there might be one later on in New Game Plus, however. And this door right here will lead you to a shortcut. Well, not really a shortcut, but it does open up a previous bonfire. So I'm just going to go ahead and rest here, since I do want to replenish my Estus. We got 4 Titanite shards. Now we're going to go ahead and free Irina of Carim. And of course the rats here respawn, so but I can just go ahead and bomb their ass with some fire bombs. Go on. Alright, and this is the door where you use the grave key. This will lead you to the miracle trainer. Over here there's a statue of Velka, the goddess of sin. And you can request absolution or dissolution. I'm not worried about that right now because I don't really need her at the moment. I don't have any sin on me. So I'm just going to go ahead and proceed further. There will be some skeleton warriors that will spawn here. And we picked up a red-hilted halberd. Halberd class weapons, they're actually fairly good in this game. They don't do as much damage, but you don't whiff anymore anytime you miss a swing, which is a big plus. I know that's what held a lot of people from using those in previous games. And they still have that really cool spin to win type moveset. Soul of an Unknown Traveler. And right as you run past this skeleton warrior, he will rise up, so don't be fooled by that. Okay, and now this is the bridge that led us to the area with Eygon and Irina of Carim, where she is locked away in a cell. And as you can see, I'm just chasing down another one of those pesky crystal lizards. And we pick up a heavy gem this time. This is the gem that you want to use in order to level up your weapon via strength path. Do be careful, one of these merchants will jump down here. And if you're not careful, he will fall right on top of you, performing plunging attack. You'll take a little bit more damage. Also, if you noticed, I picked up my 6 Titanite shards, so now I will be able to upgrade my weapon to +3. There's also another body that holds a treasure hanging off the rope, and you can use a bow to shoot it down. And it's a red and white shield. Fairly useless right now, but it is blessed, so that means that it will heal you when you use it. Over here, this room of rats, I am not going to bother with it too much. I'm just going to go ahead and pick up a talisman on the ground. And that Saint's Talisman is actually a very good talisman for a faith build. I think it's probably second best talisman for high faith build, and it's a second best for like a medium faith build. By that I mean high faith being 40 or more and medium being right around 30. I think Sunless Talisman is the best for like a medium faith build, and Yorshka's Chime is the best for a high faith build. Let's go ahead and talk to Irina.
Who is there?
She'll ask you to touch her.
Please, whoever you are, touch me.
Alright.
Dark surrounds me.
Dark surrounds her, nibbles at her flesh.
Little creatures. They never stop biting.
She actually tried to be a firekeeper,
so please,
but failed.
hold out your hand.
So we'll just go ahead and touch her, because we do want to unlock her as a miracle trainer.
Ah, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone just yet. Praise the
And you get a prayer
merciful
gesture from her.
Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Carim. I came to this land so
Now we
that
get to
I
hear
might
her
be a
sub-story.
firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are
And as you can see, as a firekeeper, she's looking for her champion of ash. She hasn't been able to find one yet,
to tend the flames.
but perhaps you might be the one.
If it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service?
And we'll just
instead?
go ahead and accept her service. That way she will appear in
thank you,
Firelink
sweet
Shrine.
champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Carim, solemnly swear to serve you.
Alright. Now we can go ahead and exit the cell. We can talk to Eygon of Carim.
You've gone and rescued her, have you? How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I am Eygon.
And
I
he
am
does
allied
mention that
to
he's
you for as long
allied
as
to you
assure
as
me
long
that
as you can
only
assure the
you
girl's
travel.
safety.
What's the matter? I am allied to you for as long as you can only.
So, as you can guess, if you do screw up and
With a little warming, I've got
do screw up and if she goes insane or if she dies, he won't be your ally for much longer. I'm going to take this elevator down first, which is going to unlock the bonfire that leads to the next area. And I also want to use the Undead Bone Shard, as well as upgrade my weapon. Now, there's going to be a fairly tough enemy here. And this is a unique enemy in the game. By that I mean it's not actually a boss, but this is the enemy that does not respawn. And this is an Outrider Knight. He will drop an Irithil Straight Sword. This is actually a cool sword, and boy, I was fat rolling the whole time. Gosh. It's got a frost element to it. Looks pretty cool. It has the same movement as the longsword does. A little bit better moveset. Does have a frost element, so it cannot be upgraded via any upgrade path. Most of the weapons actually cannot be upgraded, cannot be infused, I should say, if they have some sort of element. Of course, there are a few exceptions, and I will cover that in one of my future videos. But for now, let's just go ahead, unlock this bonfire, and this leads us to a completely different area called Road of Sacrifices. I'm just going to go ahead and rest here, and I'm going to go back to Firelink Shrine. We do have some items to take care of. Okay, so first things first, picked up that Undead Bone Shard. Let's go ahead and use it to bump up the strength of the Estus Flask. And let's also talk to some of these NPCs here. Yoel of Landor. Gives you an option to draw True Strength. Sure, I'll go ahead and put another point in Endurance. I think every time you unlock a new area, you'll have an option to do this.
Be safe.
And in addition to that, let's see here. And Greirat here wants to go on a prowl.
I might as well fetch
You can go ahead and send him to pillage this time.
Thank you. Great until I ended up.
You can actually send him to pillage a couple of times. First, I do want to buy some of these blood red moss clumps because they will come in handy later on.
Greirat until I ended. Goodbye, Doosty.
And there's Cornyx. He will give you Pyromancer Flame. And you're able to learn some pyromancies right off the bat. You're also able to purchase his armor. Don't think he sells any rings at the moment though.
To learn pyromancies, I know, and pyromancy.
He will instruct you to bring some pyromancy scrolls.
To learn pyromancies, I know,
and since I will be going to pump my points into using pyromancies, I'm just going to go ahead and equip the flame. And there's Irina of Carim.
Oh, Champion of Ash, I was not meant to be a firekeeper. The gods are ever merciful. I am yours now. You know,
And she will ask for divine tomes. There are actually two types of tomes. There are dark tomes that teach dark miracles. You do not want to give them to her. And there are divine tomes, which is the ones that you want to give to Irina. There will be a different trainer for dark tomes, so do keep that in mind. She does have a few miracles right off the bat. I'm not going to spend too much resources into learning those quite yet. Just going to go ahead and use up all these consumables at the moment and upgrade my raw longsword to +3.
Just one.
and it actually does 182 AR right now, not too bad. I want to see if Leonard is back in town. He's not yet, but let's just go ahead and talk to Hawkwood. He's still got the same dialogue. I think I need to beat one more boss in order to get their respective events. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and teleport to Road of Sacrifices. I want to proceed further with Siegward's NPC questline. So as soon as I arrive here, just gonna beeline straight to that elevator. And this is actually a double elevator. That means there are two elevators. One goes up, another goes down. This is the lower portion, so as you might have guessed, there's upper elevator to this as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait for that. As you can see, Siegward is gone too, but he did not go far. First, let's go ahead and take this elevator all the way up top. And you see right here, we rode past a ledge, and there was a sound of Siegward pondering something. So let's just go ahead and explore this tower first. Oh, here's an old friend. That's the giant. This is the guy that was giving us some trouble earlier. And you do have an option to make peace with him. So let's go ahead and see what he has to say. And he offers to help anytime and gives you Yoel branch. But this is Dark Souls, and this motherfucker is not to be trusted. So even if you make peace with him, go ahead and kill him anyway. The reason why you want to do this is because even if you make peace with him, below there's an area called Farron Keep. If you make peace with him and progress a little further into the game without killing him, he will still keep shooting at you just when you're in a different area. So go ahead and just kill him now. He served his purpose. You will get the Hawk Ring for killing him. So I'm just going to go ahead and access the area with Siegward. I think this was the ledge. So I'm going to have to take it down again. For now, let's just go ahead and check out that Hawk Ring. Ring associated with Hawkeye Goth, one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the First Lord, extends the range of arrows. In his later years, the giant Goth was blinded, but this did not prevent him from striking down a calamitous dragon with his great bow. You guys all remember, all of you who played Dark Souls 1, how awesome Hawkeye Goth was in that game. And it's nice that this game, you know, it carries over a lot of things from Dark Souls 1, and the Hawkeye Goth is no different. So, am I still carrying this bow? I feel like I'm fat rolling. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm just on drugs, apparently. So, Siegmeier is chilling right here, or I should say Siegward. And it looks like he's got a little problem there in shape of a Firesage demon.
Don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany. I've unraveled the riddle. On some days, I went up the tower. I'm not anyhow. Do you see? I'm no coward, and
okay, he
now.
warns you to think twice about going down that road, but
I could.
That's what we do. Big giant demon, let's go and fucking kill that thing. I think we've got some lightning paper. This guy is actually not that bad. And as I said, I'll probably get killed in some stupid fashion. Seems to happen quite a bit. I'm actually not going to even waste lightning on this guy.
Fight by your side.
And exactly as I predicted, got killed in some really stupid fashion. What can I say? Really bad gameplay on my part. Got me punished this time around, so let's see if I'm still able to finish this event. Believe it or not, this is actually the first time I got killed by this guy. Out of probably 4 or 5 playthroughs through this area. And of course, the one time I'm recording, and that's how it usually goes, is the time that I get killed. No big deal. Let's just go ahead and take this elevator back up. And hopefully Siegward did not get himself killed. Oh, and I think I got a bunch of souls stranded there too. That's always shitty. Yeah, my dodging is just not on point today. In fact, I haven't been dodging at all. Oh, he's back there. At least it gives you an option to redo it. Okay, where are you, Siggy? Okay. So we're right where we left off. I'm just gonna play it safe this time around and go for my souls first. And that jumping attack actually does quite a bit of damage. Oh, picked up Northern Armor. Oh, okay, there he goes. For some reason it gave me a lot of troubles this time. Pick up a Fire Gem. And now make sure you go ahead and talk to Siegward. You'll get a Sigbrow, which you can exchange with Pickle Palm for a piece of Solaris armor. And you will also get a couple of gestures. One of those is going to be Toast. And the other one is going to be Sleep. So make sure you get both of them here. Otherwise, if you haven't gotten both of them at this portion, you'll be able to get them a little bit later in the game, but this is what you need in order to progress with this quest line. And I'm just going to go ahead and check out this little area. There's going to be another couple of ranks that you'll be able to pick up. You do pick up Northern Armor, which is a starting armor for the Warrior class. Okay, these undeads in cages will drop down once you pick up this item. If you got a longsword class weapon, you can dispatch them with a thrusting attack. Works really well against them. They're vulnerable to it the most. God damn it, another dog. And this one is guarding the chest. There's nothing good in that chest, however. And as I said before, those thrusting attacks work wonders here. Good tip. Those evangelist chicks are in this area. If you still got some throwing knives, you can utilize those to draw them out if you want to fight them one by one. Otherwise, you can just run past them as well. And these grandmas are very tough to draw out because they have a long-range miracle kind of, so they're more than happy to just fling that at you over and over again. I'm just using this for cover here. And I was not able to separate them, so either I'm going to have to fight them together or run past them. And one of them is pretty adamant in coming after me, so let's hope that she does so. They always make for an easy backstab. And I don't know what that one was doing, but I thought for a second that she was going to drop down and grab me anyway. That would have pissed me off, to be honest with you, but did not happen, fortunately for me. And now we can make our way back to the rooftop. And make sure you pick up Flynn's ring when you get to the top of the roof. It's a ring that increases your attack power depending on your equip load percentage. Let's check it out real quick. Ring of Flynn, the Eulogized Thief, lowering equip load increases attack power. Flynn fought with a wind on his side and was a hero among the weak and poor. Yet even his admirers knew that it was little more than an idyllic fable. So kind of a Robin Hood of Dark Souls universe. And over here, just go ahead and drop down below. You shouldn't have a problem dropping back to the tower level. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up some homeward bones as well. In case you don't want to drop all the way down and risk dying here, they give you a homeward bone. But let's go ahead and drop down anyway. There's some items for us to pick up. And we picked up a Cloranthy Ring. That's the ring that recharges your stamina. This old ring is named for its decorative green blossom. but its luster is long since faded. Raises stamina recovery speed. That is always a plus in my book, so we're going to go ahead and pick it up. And also mirror vest, mirror gloves, and mirror trousers. You guys remember a certain NPC in Dark Souls 2 that used to wear this. Garb worn by mirror knights sent on journeys. This hard leather vest is bestowed only upon proven knights. Knights travel afar to fulfill their sacred duties, but few are ever able to deliver on their vows. Alright, and this is actually a nice piece of light armor, or actually it's more of a medium armor type. I'm just going to go ahead and flip it on for a second here. And I don't know if my character is looking a little bit more hollow or if it's just dirty. I'm just going to make a quick lap around this building, make sure I did not miss anything. I don't think that I did, but it's always good to double check. And if you guys remember, this is right by the boss. There is a little procession going on here. A couple more items for me to pick up. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for them to pass by, to be honest with you. And looks like I got noticed. So much for that. And I picked up her hat. That would have came in handy in order to avert the giant from shooting arrows at me. Dispatch the dog, pick up an ember. And I think I'm just about done with this area. The only thing left is the boss fight. There's an item here, plus ambush. Alright, and as you can see here, this blessed thing works. My health is slowly going up. It's not going up very fast. Unfortunately, blessed weapons are kind of crap in this game. You will need to stack your blessed weapons in order to get biggest benefit out of that HP regen. It doesn't work that well. It needs basically to have the whole build centered around going the blast route. And even then, it's not exactly worth using. So right now I'm thinking if I should just go ahead and take on a boss this way. I mean, I don't have much in terms of Estus, but I don't even care, to be honest with you. At the moment, I'm fairly confident I can take the sun, although I did fail last time. Leroy Jenkins. You gotta watch out for these ads. They do get killed by the boss. Basically what you want to do here is you want to knock down those pores, or whatever they're called, the hives that the boss has. And once you destroy one of them, you will arrive in a different area altogether. The boss will collapse the floor. Oh shit, this is not good. This grab attack is brutal. I was able to get those. Yeah, good job, camera. I do not want to get grabbed again. Basically, you just want to go for those pores that are on its body. And if you guys remember correctly, this is the area where we've accessed the Moundmaker's Covenant. Definitely don't want to get grabbed here. I'm gonna be careful. And there we go, almost dead. There's one more that I'm missing. There's actually a number of them you can grab, but some of them, as you can see right here, are pretty tough to reach. Overstayed my welcome there. And same mistake again. I'm going to be running low on Estus here if I fuck it up. I know I'm missing a spot somewhere easy. Go for the heal. And there we go. And you get a train spotting kill that you can take to Ludlev. He is one of the Lords of Cinder that's still present in Firelink, and he will forge boss weapons for you, in addition to giving you rings forged from boss souls and spells as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and travel back to Firelink Shrine. I have a ton of souls on me. I don't feel like losing them anywhere. So now I'm just going to go ahead and check with some NPCs. You'll get the heavy gem from Hawkwood.
I don't need it.
That's the gem they use to upgrade weapons via strength path. Let's see here. Just trying to see if I'm missing anything. I think we're good for now. Let's just go ahead and give the train spotting kill to Ludlev. See what he has to say about that.
Fret not, for I am...
And as you can see now, you can purchase some rings. Soul of Ward will get you Pontiff's left eye, which recovers HP with successive attacks. I'm just going to go ahead and purchase that since we need to get the rings. And that's it for now.
Treat she.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and level up, I suppose. Oh, I can probably draw out true strength with Yoel of Londor. Nope, never mind. Don't need to worry about purchasing his spells now. You will be able to get them later. Looks like Greirat is back.
Oh, hello.
And he's got some nice items here. Got more arrows, got more armors, shields, weapons, some ambers. Got a lightning urn. I'm just going to go ahead and make one. Divine blessing. I can purchase a bunch of ambers from him actually. He's on a roll. The reason why I want to get those is because I can exchange Siegbrow and a lightning urn for pieces of Solaire's armor. With Pickle Plum, that's the Crow Trader. Leonard is suspiciously missing. Usually he's back in Firelink by this point, so I think I might have to go to beat another boss before I can get him back.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
I'm just going to go ahead and level up a bit.
Very well, then take up.
18 Vigor, 18 Endurance, make it 19, and 20. So I got those values where I want them.
Farewell, Ashen One.
And now I'm going to go ahead and start pumping some points into my Int and Faith. I can't level up any of them yet, I don't have enough souls, but you want to level up Intelligence next because one of the sorcery trainers is coming up in a next area, so you want to have 10 Int in order to recruit him and be able to learn his sorceries. On this note, I'm just going to go ahead and leave off. We will venture into Road of Sacrifices in the next area. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching and have a great day.